I wasn't paying attention to my timer, and so but I really feel like I needed to do a part two, at least a short one, to get the rest of this message out, because you really, there's it's, what I see is that you are mentally trapping yourself. This is a mental trick that you're playing on yourself, okay? And you have, like, for guidance, you have access to all of these really amazing energies. The King of Wands, Muse of Inspiration, this is, like the ultimate wielding of fire, passion, energy, okay? This is one of the most energetic energies of the tarot, the court cards, the magician, the manifester. So you have trickster energy in here with the Seven of Voices, which is the Seven of Swords. And most of the time, if you think of a trickster, they're really smart, okay? It's a fox energy. They're very smart. So instead of putting your energy into tricking your mind and tricking other people, hopefully you're not using this manipulative energy on anybody else. But I do see, like when I see that Seven of Swords, there's some kind of trickster manipulator energy. And you have the gift of, speaking things into existence. The magician is the manifester. So use that energy to, that gift, instead of to keep you down in the dumps, use it to help yourself rise out and take yourself out. Six of Voices, Six of Swords, out of any stressful situation. Today, now, it's now. The time is now. It's today. That's why you're hearing this message now, today. The Queen of Materials was the last card of guidance. Queen of Pentacles. Instead of investing your energy into these like lack thoughts, think about how you can begin to invest that energy that you're putting into those thoughts into creating a new reality for yourself. Meaning, what little shift can you make in your life in order for you to take the appropriate steps towards the life that you want? Like I said, gratitude is a very high vibration. So it's the very first thing that you could do. When you wake up in the morning, you give gratitude. Make a gratitude list. Think of all the blessings in your life, everything, like that, you're breathing. Even if you have to start like really simple, you're breathing, you're on a bed. Do you have a blanket over you? Thank you. Things like that. And take care of yourself. When you take care of yourself, when you prioritize self-care is non-negotiable, you guys. Like, wellness is non-negotiable. And I know that it's a privilege. I get it. I know, because everything out here is expensive as fuck. But when you take like even the small steps, like instead of, buying a coffee, maybe you make yourself buy some fresh fruit and make yourself a juice. When you make little shifts like that, where it's not that you're spending more money, you're actually just spending it differently. And that's another thing, being conscious of where you're giving your time and energy. To whom are you giving your time and energy? When you surround yourself by people that are in low vibration, you're going to become low vibration. Where you spend your money, where you spend your time, where you give your attention, where you give your resources, it all matters. It all, it will create your reality. So choose wisely. And self-care, like I said, is non-negotiable. You have to take care of yourself. When you take care of yourself, the universe, you create space for the universe to take more, to give you more. When you like sit down, we all have guides. We all have angels. I'm not just this crazy lady that talks about her guides and angels, okay? Like, we all have them, and you have them too, and you can talk to them just the way that I talk to mine. And you can sit down and have a conversation, even if you are like, I sound crazy. Talk to your higher self. if that makes more sense. Talk to your subconscious. Your subconscious is literally listening to everything you say. So if you say I'm broke, your subconscious is going to register that and be like, oh, we got to make this bitch broke. Okay, if you say like, I'm so like, that's how manifesting works. It's a little delulu, but that's how it works. And you have to take inspired action, muse of inspiration. You have to take inspired action towards your dreams. It's not just going to happen. You have to, agarrar las mañas, get the will to take yourself to another reality, even if it's just in your mind. Soon after, the physical world will meet you there, and you are on your way to this Queen of materials, this Queen of Pentacles. Small changes yield big results. Make micro commitments to yourself, whether it's going out for a walk instead of just sitting in front of the TV, writing a gratitude list instead of scrolling on TikTok. Believe me, it's hard, I know, but it needs to be done. It needs to be done. You need to get yourself out of this low vibration, okay? You need to get yourself out. And it needs to happen ahorita, today, okay? So go for it. Go for it. Or like my dad says, go for it.